Hey YouTube family, welcome back again. So I'm picking up where I left off. My batteries are low. My storage is actually running out on my phone. So I hope that I can get all of this in. Okay, so I'm going to pick up where I left off on my first video. And where I was at is we were talking about analyzing hair, and she had told me no, and then I have found it quite embarrassing because she literally said it in front of everyone and she meant it and she stuck to it. So I kind of was like taken aback by it, and to be a little bit, I was a little salted by that. I'm not gonna lie about that. I actually was kind of salted about that because I'm like, wow, I paid to learn this stuff. This going back again, I paid to learn this stuff, and then for her to say no, I was like, wow, that's not cool at all. So anyways, I was like, whatever, whatever. So she went on with the class. But one thing that I decided to do was I realized the trajectory of the class. I realized that if I didn't say anything at that point, because the way that it was going, I felt like for sure I was going to leave that class without getting the information that I needed. I definitely didn't feel like I would leave the class prepared to do any type of installation on anyone's hair or anything like that. Like, we learned some things. I'm not saying that we didn't learn anything about theory and everything. Like, some things were getting in, but it was so much information to take in that the only way you're going to really know that for sure is just to keep studying, going, practicing, being with mentors, all that other type of stuff. So anyways, so what I decided to do was I had just like called her out. Like, I was like, excuse me, raised my hand and asked her, can I ask her a question? Was like, listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I feel like there's been favoritism going on in here. We're not being called on in the back. You're answering the people in the front. And I'm not trying to disturb this class. I'm not trying to do anything like that. But this is a very expensive class. We only have 3 days. We haven't gotten our books. We don't have most of our materials. I mean, this is not something to like play with. I feel like if I don't get my questions answered, or get what we need to practice in and stuff like that, I feel like I'm gonna leave here unprepared to do someone's hair. Like, I don't feel confident in that, and I really feel like for the rest of this day, it's like a day and a half or left. I need to make sure that if we all have questions, that those questions were answered. And so she was like, no, it's not like that. I'm like, no, it actually is. I'm serious. It really is. But so once I said that to her, oh, by the time that next morning came, oh, she was a whole new instructor. I'm telling you. See, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. People will try to make you think that, oh, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing this. No, you were, because as soon as we got back in there that next morning, I mean, from the front to the back, and she was making sure that she went around to everybody. There was no smart tones. There was none of that. Any question anybody had, she made sure she asked, did you have any questions? All this kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, and even before the class was completely done, which she needed us to fill out a questionnaire for her. So she understood that also she had to get that from everybody. And once I have voiced that to her, I can tell from there she definitely wasn't trying to get no bad review, because I think that might have been something, it might have affected her pay or whatever that was. But she made sure she got those back into her before she left. I didn't really feel comfortable about that. I said certain things on there, but I didn't completely just like expose her the way I really wanted to, which I didn't feel right about doing that. But at the same time, I kind of didn't want to completely expose her. But that happened, and then when I left the class, what I should have done is called the Sister Lock headquarters and then just told them, I wanted like partial of my money back, like, because I felt like, and not so much to just like rag on her, but to just the fact that we didn't get our equipment on time, we didn't get our books so that we could do what we needed to do. So I just feel like we just didn't get what we paid for, and that's just the bottom line. Like, no matter what anybody think, we just didn't get what we paid for, and that's just it. Okay, so going forward, I am definitely going to like pay more attention to what I do say in videos and clarify more. Not that I'm going to hold back on anything that I think is truthful, but I will, be mindful and make sure I'm very clear on what I'm saying. And also, moving forward, I hope that everyone that chooses to take the Sister Locks class have a great experience. I hope you have a better experience. I really wish that for anybody. And again, let me be crystal clear. Faye Taylor has nothing against other Black sisters. I don't care what they are, what they're mixed with, whatever that is not true. I want that very, very clear, because sometimes people can just drop a seed and have that rolling off, because the people out here don't know me. They don't know if that's my personality or not. But I want to clear that up, that is not my personality. That is not me. And I would never, under no circumstances, pit any Black woman against another Black woman. Okay, so I hope that clears that up. Thank you guys for sitting here and listening to this story time. It was not like it's not really a story time. It's just me talking about this comments that I just got. So anyways, if you got some value here and anything like that, please like, share, and subscribe. And hope to see you in my next one. Okay, guys? As always, sharing is caring, and love and light. Y'all take care. I'm out.